Seven-year-old student found with submachine gun at St. Elizabeth School. The St. Elizabeth police have reported that a submachine gun was seized at a school in the parish on Thursday. The authorities said that the gun was in the possession of a 7-year-old student. The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF made the disclosure in a post to X. Manchester Central MP concerned over disturbing flare-up of violence in the parish. Member of Parliament for Manchester Central, Wodemar Crawford, has described the recent pace of gun violence in the parish as disturbing, as she encouraged her constituents to remain resolute in the fight against lawlessness. In a statement on Thursday, Crawford sought to show support to her constituents who have expressed concern about the recent murders. As Member of Parliament for Central Manchester, I stand in solidarity with my well-thinking and law-abiding constituents and wider stakeholders who are concerned and alarmed at the recent flare-up of violence in the parish. There have been several disturbing incidents of shooting in the parish, which have reportedly resulted in 5 deaths in the last few days. While the fear and anxiety that now gripped residents and stakeholders of the constituency is understandable, as law-abiding citizens, we must never allow criminals and those who seek to wreak havoc in our beloved parish to paralyze us or weaken our resolve to stand against lawlessness, she added. According to reports, at least 5 people have been murdered and 5 others injured in Manchester in recent days. The latest incident occurred Thursday morning when a man was shot and injured during a reported shootout between gangsters in Greenville, Mandeville, Manchester. Crawford, in the statement, sought to assure the public that the police are using every resource to identify and detain perpetrators who are responsible for the acts of violence. As Member of Parliament for one of the 4 constituents in the parish, I want to assure constituents and the wider public that the security forces, bolstered by support from the government, are doing everything in their powers to identify the perpetrators, reassure and safeguard the citizenry, as well as restore a sense of safety and normality to the communities as quickly as possible, she stated. She went on to encourage those with information about the recent shootings to speak with the police so that peace and order can be restored to communities across Manchester. We cannot allow this to become our new normal, she stressed. Police say probes reveal overseas players behind some recent murders in Manchester. Investigators have revealed that overseas players are behind some of the recent murders in Manchester. In the past weeks, 5 people were killed and 5 others wounded in separate incidents in the parish. Head of the division, Deputy Superintendent Kerry Duncan, addressed the issue at the Manchester Municipal Corporation as he sought to allay the fears of residents. DSP Duncan explained that the murders and shootings committed in the past week resulted from interpersonal conflicts. He also noted that an increased participation in lottery scamming is also leading to shootings and murders. DSP Duncan said his team has engaged with several specialized departments, and through focused collaboration, the surge in murders will be addressed.
As a matter of fact, the murder is showing a 31% increase over last year and the shooting a 29% increase over last year. These incidents are not concentrated in any one area of the parish, which also poses a challenge to us. But what we do understand from our analysis is that most of these incidents are what we call or refer to as interpersonal incidents, where persons who are in conflict with each other find these inhumane ways to try and settle them. But for the general populace of Manchester, and I understand the fear, the psyche is affected by the incidents that are occurring. But the general populace, persons who are not involved in these feuds, are not really impacted in a personal way. For all the incidents, we have persons who are outside of this jurisdiction, persons who are overseas, who stay where they are and influence some things happening in our space. Saw it playing out in May Day, saw it in Patrick. So we find that in recent times, some of our known scammers, persons who are involved in lottery scamming activities, are being targeted by some of these persons, shaking them down, and the event that they don't honor the request, they are injured or in some instances killed. So we saw it also spill over now, separate in the Christiana space, where we had about 3 incidents of murders in recent times, and we also know that based on what is happening up in that space, we have persons that operates in southern Trelawney who comes over into our parish and perpetrates some of these offences. And most of these incidents are interpersonal, where persons have conflicts with each other, and that is what is spilling over and is causing what we would consider to be the crime increase within the parish. We have also engaged persons from our lottery scamming task force. We have in our space as we speak members from a specialized operation. We also have our area fugitive apprehension team, and all these persons have been activated, particularly in the North Patrick area. We have been instituting curfews behind curfews over in that space. So even now, some persons, as a matter of fact, and persons are always resisting, because we know what is happening over there. And when we go over there and we decide that we're going to shut down all bars and shops, because we realize that when we have these persons gathering is where persons go to perpetrate their offenses. And we are getting resistance from the communities. Right, that we can't lock down them shop, we can't lock down anything. But we're not daunted by that. We have a mandate. I assure you that we are pulling out all the stops to ensure that whatever is happening in Manchester at this time is cauterized in very, very short order.
Clarendon Councils remember life and legacy of Marjorie McLeod McFarlane. Councils in the Clarendon Municipal Corporation on Thursday returned from recess in a somber mood as they reflected on the life and legacy of one of their own, Marjorie McLeod McFarlane, who passed away on September 1. The news of her passing had shocked political representatives of the country's 2 major political parties. It was revealed that McLeod McFarlane died after battling cancer for some time, leading to the tributes at the full council meeting. After the break was Councillor Stephen Brandwell, People's National Party Hayes Division. Her death sent shockwaves of mourning, not only to myself but to my colleagues on both sides of the political divide, and they would have brought back memories because we would have lost other colleagues in recent times. We want to remember her for her contribution, though limited, to the municipal corporation. On behalf of the People's National Party and the councillors here, we want to express sincere condolences to her immediate family and to her extended family of the Inn and Town Division. May her soul rest in peace and light perpetually shine upon her, stated Barneswell. Councillor Herschel Brown, Jamaica Labour Party, Chapelton Division, in his remark, encouraged reflection of the fragility of humanity, adding that people should do all the good they can while they are still alive. Although we are experiencing sadness, these times should remind us of the fragility of humanity and how limited our stay on this earth might be. These times, young, old, and everybody is going, and they should probably serve a lesson to us that for the time that we remain here, we should do all the good that we can. So if nothing, let us leave some good legacy, he stated. Marjorie was one of those persons. It is extremely sad to see her go, especially knowing how long she had been around in the political arena and just a chance to serve her people. Let us also remember her family, he continued. Chief Executive Officer of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Ron Blake, also expressed condolences on behalf of the administration. I also want to convey our condolences to her family and the Inn and Town Division, despite the fact that we did not know for how long, but in observing her behavior over the few months she had been here, we realized that she cared about her constituents and that she also tried to support them and seek help for them using kindness and compassion. It was Mother Teresa who said that the purpose of life is to find your mission and fulfill it, and from where I sit, Councillor McLeod actually did that. One of her dreams was to sit in council and represent a division, and she did it, Blake stated. In concluding the tribute, Chairman of the Clarendon Municipal Corporation, Joel Williams, remembered McLeod McFarlane's impact and bond with the people she represented and worked with. There was no doubt that she had labored in that vineyard for a long time as a council caretaker for that division. During discussions with her husband, we found out that her desire was to represent, and I can assure you that based on what I saw being there, that 6-month period was very impactful in terms of what she was able to accomplish and how she tied a close bond with the people she worked with. She has left a legacy, and as a councillor, we will play our part to give support to her family, stated Williams. McFarlane's legacy extends to her victory in the recent local government election, where she polled 1,403, 51.69% votes to defeat the PNP's Delroy Dawson's 1,311 votes, 48.31%, in a shock win for the Jamaica Labour Party in the division. It was the first time a JLP representative had won the division. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.